Hello again, and welcome to Schnozzcast. Your hosts for tonight, Bob and Cory and Nick, with a special guest, Greg Gumtow, triumphant return to the podcast after a long hiatus away. We're happy to have him back. So on this episode, what do we got for you? We got Nick's Existential Question of the Week and TT's TikToks, as well as some catch-up stuff with Greg and general shenanigans. So, Greg, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it, man. It was not, it was a last-minute thing, but a welcome development. I'm like, Greg's going to fucking come here? So we're all happy to have you. And we actually have a shot sitting in front of us. So if you are new to the show, we tend to do shots from time to time. So if you got something, pour it. We'll wait approximately 5 seconds for that to happen.
And now.
Yeah.
But honestly, this is episode in the 200s for sure. We're not going to say the number because who fucking knows.
It may be in the 300s.
Well, if you don't know by now, you should know. Have a shot ready to go. So here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh,
Sweet mother of God.
sweet Machu Picchu.
Ooh. Ooh. Greg, so what have you been up to, man?
Oh, not a whole lot.
Excellent.
Well, that's exciting.
So let's
Great
do
content.
Ready to start talking.
All right.
Cut
Fucking
off.
moving on.
Okay. Next.
Before we started, Greg's like, you know, why don't I just get started? I'll just
All
shoot-
right, ladies and gentlemen. That's the Schnozzcast for the week.
Shoot from the hip. That's how I do my best work, I think was the direct quote.
That's some straight shooting, buddy. That's some real straight shooting.
Not much.
Not, I was going to say a few things and got me all.
You got the mic. No one's stopping you.
I just got stopped.
Golfing, bowling, what have you been up to,
I've been
man?
golfing
Okay.
quite a bit. We are getting a new puppy.
Really? What
We're
kind?
getting a red husky.
Oh, no.
You got another husky?
Another.
Yes.
Not enough hair? Did you get a new vacuum? Is that why you got a husky?
We got a new Swiffer.
Okay.
So
you know
we're
what this
we're
is
just
good
going to
for.
put this to use.
Yeah.
Little sweet.
Baby
little,
James?
Little fireball, as we would say.
Are we talking about the Swiffer still, or we're back to the dog?
We're back to the dog.
Okay.
Is the dog's name going to be
Yeah.
Fireball?
No, it is not.
I was going to say, what do you guys have
Sorry.
a name yet?
Bia. B-I-A.
No, what's the dog's name going to be?
Bia, it's going to be short because I'm
not-
going to be saying bitch a lot.
I was saying, not what Katie calls you.
No.
What the origins of this name? Was it a...
It's the goddess of power and something else. I forget exactly what it is. But
Which
it's
one?
fitting-
Which one of you came up with this idea?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I figured. Okay.
Yeah.
You said goddess, and I'm like, well, this is
Yeah, well,
obviously
it's
not
just,
Greg's idea.
Greg loves goddesses.
Yeah. So, we had Ares, so, the Greek god of war. So it's
Okay.
It's fitting for him because he likes to destroy things. Mm-hmm. This one is very feisty. We've intermingled them with the other dog, and
Have you passed on Belmar already?
yes,
Okay.
I keep getting Rusty. People want to name the dog. I'm like,
give me a
nah,
break.
no, not
Male or
doing
female?
Rusty. Female.
Okay, so Rusty's out.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Dog has what are they called? Violet blue eyes. So
Ooh.
the dog's eyes are blue. When the sun hits it, they are purple,
Wow.
like a crazy deep shade of purple.
Okay.
All
When do you guys-
red.
When do you guys get him?
Tomorrow.
Sorry. Tomorrow?
Tomorrow. I'm gonna go pick her up tomorrow.
Oh, shit,
Okay.
man. Good luck.
Do you still have your current dog?
Yep. I have
Okay.
both of them.
Okay.
Do you have pictures you can
I have several. Yes.
maybe while Cory's doing TikToks, maybe you could text him a couple pictures. We'll put them
I
up on
can
the.
Yeah,
definitely
send-
do that.
Send him over to me. I'll
I can
I'll
do
put him
that.
up.
Yeah.
I wasn't going I didn't want another dog, and then my buddies, his huskies had a litter, and he knows I want a red husky. It's the only way I'm getting another husky if it's red with blue eyes. And
Is it like a bucket list thing you just want to cross off? Like check.
kinda. That's that's the only kind of dog that I want to get at this point.
Okay.
So, of course, while we're away at my buddy's bachelor party, our friend of ours, his dog has puppies. One of them was red. So now we have a red husky, and we're just waiting to see the eye color. It takes like a week or whatever before they start to open up their eyes.
Right.
Yeah, nice bright blue eyes.
So you were kind of fucked. There was no way you were getting out of
100%.
Yeah.
There was,
You're like, listen, buddy, the only way I will ever take another dog,
I mean,
it has to have these two very rare
beautiful.
things.
yes, and usually most red huskies have brown eyes.
Yeah. So it has to have these two very rare things, and this dog ended up having it.
So your two huskies that you currently have right
my
now,
God.
are they talkers?
I have one husky that's a talker.
Okay.
Then I have the pit mix.
Oh man, yeah, I can't wait to see his picture.
That's
Okay.
a
And,
beautiful dog.
I have a pit mix, and then I have a
Okay.
husky. My husky is a talker. She's already a howler. At 8
the
weeks.
puppy?
Yes. Dude. Like a straight up head back. Yeah.
So great choice. I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
You sound excited.
I've been drinking a little more than usual.
I mean, puppies
received.
are always. I mean, the real question is obviously how are your two current dogs gonna
So
take to the puppy?
so my husky right now, we had her over for a couple hours last week.
Right.
Really didn't pay much attention to her. Like sniffed her out, did his little thing, and was like, yeah, whatever, pay attention to me.
Yeah.
That's just his attitude. The pit mix, the other female that I have, she was all up in that puppy's business, and that puppy was taking none of it.
Okay.
Swatted at her, growled at her, barked at her. It's cute. It's funny.
Feisty.
Very, extremely. She's very feisty, does not take any dead dog shit.
Right. Nice.
Fuck, man, you're going to have 3 dogs.
I know.
You're halfway to what Cory's sister has.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, which reminded
Not
me,
even halfway.
reminded me to tell you
Total,
about
like 5 or 6 or something.
the Stitches story
6.
later
He would be
after the
halfway.
podcast.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you do.
I-
And I want to hear that too because I never saw. I just ran into your mom. I was walking Indy around the block, and we always
Yeah, she said you guys
always
showed
walk
up.
past your mom's house.
Yeah.
Always. Sometimes they're home, sometimes they're not. But even if I see the dogs, we never stop because
Cory's mom lives around the block from your house?
no.
Yeah, like
Probably
four blocks away.
4 or 5
Oh,
blocks
okay,
down.
okay, all right.
But we always walk a circuit that crosses in front of their house.
Yeah.
So, but their dogs don't like Indy.
Their dogs, they don't like anyone.
Yeah,
On
I don't
any
think
other
Indy's-
dog on their-
Indy's
their-
not taking
their
it
property.
personally.
Good,
He's
as he
he's
should.
over it.
As he shouldn't.
I mean, he sulks a little bit, but in this particular case, he like immediately made a right turn directly up the driveway. So I'm like, all right, we'll check and see if they're home. And your mom and Scott came out, and I got the story, but Keegan was not there, so I only heard the number of stitches. We could talk about this later, but I'm interested in the.
Yeah, Keegan got fucked up.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, boy.
That's what right. So
I mean,
we'll talk
my
about
mom
that
did too,
offline.
but Keegan definitely got the worst of it.
Yeah. But I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, if you have 4 or 5 dogs and one of them is deaf, and 2 or more of them don't like each other, and you have to use baby gates to separate them, like some shit's going to happen
Oh, yeah.
eventually.
Yeah, the little deaf one kind of fooled the entire family. She was very, very sweet at first. Well, she's still very sweet, but I think now that she realizes she has a home, like she's a complete rescue. Like right off the street, Keegan's like, "Oh, come home with me."
Yeah, Keegan. Yeah, Cory's sister. For fans of the show, the 3 of you that are out there, Cory's sister will take any dog in any circumstance at any time.
Yeah. So at first, this dog was very, very sweet and got along with all the other dogs because it was happy to have a home. And then it established itself in the home and is like, since she is deaf, when the other dogs start playing, she was like, "Oh no, like this is my house, and you can't like." She thinks they're fighting. So
Yeah.
it led to a whole
Next level.
non-comedy of errors.
Oh boy.
So yeah, we'll talk about that after though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. If you send him over to Cory, he'll after the TikToks we'll show him to the crowd. And Nick had already brought up a couple of pictures here where I'm like, I have seen red huskies before. Indy's actually a redhead. It's not as dramatic and dark red as the pictures that you had, but is a light red coat with white. But he doesn't have the ice blue eyes. That's for the dark redheads. I feel like that's probably that's where you're going to find that.
Yeah. So it's very rare for the dog to have 2 blue eyes in this situation, and then even more because they're more of a purplish tint in the sunlight.
Aren't aren't huskies predisposed to being like heterochromatic?
Yeah, so you either get the brown eyes,
mixed
the
eyes.
two blue, or one and one.
Right.
Yep.
The one that I had, Isis was, I mean, she was a purebred, but she had one brown, and then the other eye was half brown, half blue. It was the most fucked up thing I ever saw, and it's probably not, standard.
Yeah.
It's probably the exception, but
Aries has he has two blue eyes, and then his one eye has this little brown spot.
Right.
And that's it.
Yeah.
My sister Callie's like a husky because she has that on her eye. So she has a brown streak through her one blue eye.
And she also, coincidence, possibly, but big howler.
Yeah. Oh, loves the
Howls
howl.
a lot.
Yeah. Anytime she's in the house and just hear,
Yeah. You would think that she would have told Dylan that before they got married, but she did not.
No.
Big surprise.
Surprise.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to dish it off to you, Cory, with the super long TT's TikToks theme.
Are you ready?
TT's TikToks.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Just because it's super long doesn't mean I'm going to let it go all the way.
Of course not.
Well, that's like a 2.5 minute song.
It's a long song.
Yeah.
It's a solid intro.
Todd's still getting royalties from that.
All right, so we were kind of leaning on bodily functions a lot on one episode. So these talking about that kind of made me think of these TikToks for you guys. So this first one, it's a Ring doorbell camera. Mm-hmm. The caption is "Me after hanging out at her parents' house all day," and it's a guy and his girlfriend or wife walking out of the parents' house. I should probably turn the volume on.
No, don't even bother.
Oh, hang on. God,
Pause it.
I also got to
Go
connect it to the mixer.
Rookie move, yeah.
A very rookie move. I feel like Bob over here.
Hey,
What the fuck?
Slam. You didn't say a word.
I mean, I'm pretty stunned, to be honest with you. Episode 200 and whatever, and here we are with Cory blaming his fuck ups on me.
Yep.
Yeah, makes sense.
There we go.
Are we sorry? Max. I have to cut that out.
He's not even done.
Fucking Max.
Are you gonna come back up?
Why would she come back through that?
Hello? I'm gonna need you to look at your ring,
Sold him out big time.
Why would she walk back through that just to sell him out?
Dude, I don't know. I would have not even stepped foot near there.
Jeez.
This
Yeah, if you want to know what it's like to shoot the show, the Schnozzcast every episode, and what happens right before we go live, you just saw it. Right there.
that was just the one
Lots
time.
of farts,
Just the one time.
That was Cory.
lots of gas.
So this is a gentleman getting pulled over after a night of hanging out, and he gives an explanation to the officer of what happened.
Or are you heading this late at night?
I was on my way to a lecture about alcohol and its effects on the human body and smoking and staying out late at night.
Who gives a lecture about that this late at night?
My wife.
Remember back in the days where Danielle would be on the show most of the time, and
Sleeping away.
We would have that. we would have that female perspective. I've just in my head, that kind of stuff. I'm like picture going like, that's not funny. I don't know why you're laughing at that.
This one is pretty self-explanatory. This is someone just eating shit while they're trying to skateboard.
What the fuck?
Let's get that camera in real close.
Okay, so he tried to land. He tried to brace himself with his hands, but then he hit the bench, which took out his arms.
Which you would think they wouldn't do that right next to that bench.
I think he was trying to jump.
I think he jumped. That was the goal.
Trying to jump over it.
But even if
he lost
had-
his skateboard.
Even if he didn't lose the skateboard, there's no way he was going to make it over that bench.
I don't know. No, he would have made it over if the skateboard didn't get stuck on the ramp.
How about the guy dropping his phone to tend aid to this person? Check that out.
Did someone drop their phone?
Yeah,
Watch the
they set
person
it
running
down.
up.
It's coming up here in a minute. Right
Look
there.
Fuck that phone.
Hey,
It was probably that kid's phone.
friend.
That's a great
That was-
friend.
That's
I'll
probably
tell,
his
I'll tell
phone.
you right now, that was his phone.
I guarantee
right.
it was his phone.
He's like, hey, Frank.
Take a video of this.
Exactly. Yep.
100%.
Yeah, because why wouldn't you just put it in your pocket?
Yeah. 100% that was his phone.
Nobody throws their own phone to the ground.
This right here, though.
The face slide.
Oh, the
scorpion.
burn on his face.
The scorpion.
From ridiculousness, yes.
Where are the hands? It's human instinct to guard your face. Like where are the hands?
They hit the bench. He had intended to block it with his hand, but the bench.
He did.
fucked
I mean,
up that
technically,
plan.
he did put his hands down to brace himself.
Yeah, so the hands are going out.
They hit the bench, and then
His bench folded the hands back
right.
towards his legs.
that's right.
Oh, there's the hands.
See, they were there. They just didn't do much good.
Yeah, not at all.
Oh, dude, that right there. I mean, the fall in the shower and the broken rib was pretty bad, but I feel like he had a worse day.
Yeah, but yours was an
that.
accident. And he planned to
Yeah,
do
there's no
something.
video
Not only
of
that,
what
but
you did.
he's going to continue to skateboard.
Yes.
And you are not going to be doing
Drinking
that
whiskey
shower.
and taking going to Nick's bathroom.
Yeah, you
That is
learned your
true.
lesson. He did not.
That is true.
I'm just glad my homeowner's insurance didn't go up after that.
I'm glad the police weren't called.
Right?
All right, so this one's another bodily function for you guys.
Why wouldn't it be?
Dude, so when I originally saw this one, it's two girls sitting in a car downing water.
Well, I
I
think
don't.
Sprite,
I've
that's
seen
Sprite
this.
challenge.
I think I've
The
seen this.
Sprite
Oh, is that what they're
challenge
doing?
is, yes.
What
You
is-
drink
hold
all.
on,
You
what is
drink.
this?
You drink a whole Sprite and then try not to burp.
Oh, that's impossible.
Right?
So yeah, this is two girls sitting in their car apparently doing the Sprite challenge, and it's a very simple video, but like I say, it made
It's
me
great.
nearly piss myself.
Down at the bottom?
I got it.
I can't do it. My tummy hurts.
And so there was a caption to it as well. It's the caption says "Bro moaned, and then her soul just left her body."
I can't do it. My tummy hurts.
It does sound like she was possessed.
There's a lot of good remixes with that one where like you'll just cut
Yeah.
into like a heavy metal song right after
can
she
see
does
that.
that. I can see that. It was great.
This last one's another person getting hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen this?
Are any of these the one that I sent you over Instagram?
Not this. I should have queued those up.
Well, it's okay. I feel like I have seen this one before, but it's not one that I sent to you and you were like, oh, I already got this.
Yeah. So this is a teacher. I'm assuming her class is somewhere behind her, and she's telling them basically, we would never ask you guys to do anything that we wouldn't do ourselves. Mm-hmm. And it's almost kind of like a trust fall exercise. As you can see, she's all harnessed up and everything like that. But pay attention to the guy in the red behind her and how much he is not paying attention.
So us teachers would never ask you students to do anything we wouldn't do ourselves.
What is happening? I didn't know you were. She's.
Whoops.
Was he supposed to like pull on the
He
cord?
was supposed to hold the
supposed
cord.
to hold it tight.
But as you can see,
He wasn't holding shit.
He's a little busy talking.
he starts talking to someone.
So
Yeah,
us
so that chick I
teachers
was
would
with
never
last night.
ask you students to do anything we wouldn't do ourselves.
What is happening? I didn't know you were.
She looks directly at him.
You're supposed to say
What
go,
the fuck,
man.
Jeremy?
You're supposed to say go.
So that's TikToks for this week.
All right. Did you get Greg's puppy picture?
I did, yes.
All right.
Give me a
Or
second.
or we can. Or
Trying
we
to
can-
do a lot
we
of things at once
No,
here,
no.
Rob.
We can switch to the question real quick, and while that's queuing up, you can jump in with the picture.
Okay, I got it right here.
Okay.
So here's number one. Oh my
Bia?
Jesus, dude.
Bia.
Bia.
Oh my God.
Aw.
Oh, look at the mask. That mask is going to get a lot redder, I feel.
Yep. Should get a little darker.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, man.
You want another husky, Bob?
No, I don't. I'm going to live vicariously through Greg for the next 11 years. Aw.
Yeah, dude, she's freaking cute.
That picture doesn't look like a husky.
No.
The puppy's always like the mask changes in the first year, and the coat gets darker, but the question will be, does it get darker all over?
I think she's going to get a little, like Aries got darker.
Mm-hmm. Because her mask up on the top of her head is already dark.
Yep. I think she's going to get a little darker.
So I think her head's definitely going to be close to the ones that you showed me, Nick, the pictures of those redhead.
Because see
huskies, yeah.
How much like pointier?
Yeah, so that dog is not as, that dog's a little older than this puppy.
Oh.
Maybe by like several months.
Oh shit, there's a lot more pictures here.
Oh, those.
Yeah, and there are the ones that are that red at that age too. So yeah, maybe.
But that looks like a mix. It looks like some sort of mix, doesn't it?
I mean, Indy had red coloring, but it was way closer to this one and not to the dark red. He never had dark red.
It almost looked like it's got like terrier in it. You know what I mean?
Greg, it's pure. This puppy's purebred, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because I have a lot of friends who have dogs that are husky pit mixes or husky whatever mixes, and the purebreds are. I mean, the coloring it seems to be pretty predictable.
Yeah. So the red is a second rare. All white is the rarest. It's like something in the genes. It's like it's missing a gene. It goes all white. The red, a lot of people will take, because if you take 2 white huskies, it's not a guarantee that you're going to get a white husky puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the reds, if you take 2 reds, odds are you're going to get a couple in that litter. So it's kind of like a recessive gene that pops up here and there.
So then this is actually a video of her.
Yeah, she's feisty.
Yeah, definitely feisty little thing.
Yeah.
You like the talkers. And in your dogs as well.
Yes. So I got it.
Yeah, she's adorable. Yes, sir. You were going to have your hands full.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
you one more here real quick. And
at that age, Indy didn't say shit.
I feel like
Super
Indy was
quiet.
pretty predisposed to being just a lazy dog.
No, he was a big jumping around and playing with shit, but he never didn't do any of that yelping and talking like this one's doing.
Play, John.
Oh. So yeah, fuck you. Dude. I was gonna say, if in true pit bull fashion, she's gonna be terrified of her.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You kind of tell she already is. Clearly, that dog could have wrecked that little puppy.
Oh yeah,
and did not.
Yes.
So yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Were they timid or what?
Yeah, a lot of pit bulls that are brought up correctly and have good homes.
Yeah,
they're scared of just about anything.
Everything.
Really?
Yeah. Like Rue, ours. Oh, I'll get an Amazon box and bring it in the house, and she's like, "Oh, nope, fuck that, no." I'm like, "What is wrong with you?" Like, I'll take my shirt off, and the second my shirt is off me, she's like, "No, you're gonna. I don't know what you're gonna do with that."
In Rue's defense, that's probably a common reaction to that situation.
We act that way when you take your shirt off.
Fair enough.
Oh no. We are in church, Mister. You should put that shirt right back.
Right.
The priests love it.
Now for huskies, they generally tend to be either jumpers, diggers, or climbers. The ones that you have now are which of those three?
Aries was all three.
What the fuck, man? And you wanted another one?
I was gonna say I know for a fact an escape artist.
Oh yeah, Aries has busted out of 8 cages that I had.
And how many screens?
2 at my dad's house.
Yeah.
Not allowed at my dad's house anymore.
Right through the screen.
Jesus.
Aries, you know what? I caught him digging once, and I yelled at him, and then I know he's hopped at least one fence.
Mm-hmm.
Has not done it again. I mean, he can hop over it, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, once he's gone, he's gone. He don't even look back at you.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I beat him
when
or something.
When was the last time you had to chase them down the block?
With Aries, it's been about 2 years.
Okay.
And he's never gotten out, has he?
Yeah.
Has he?
For sure. Yeah.
Like on his own accord, and like was like, I'm gonna go see what's out there.
He's a digger. He's not a jumper or a climber.
Well,
like
I mean,
I've heard.
I know today he's definitely not a jumper.
He was never a jumper.
Yeah.
I didn't know when I was told that his mother and father were both escape artists, so that I needed to think. The guy tried to talk me into setting up coyote rollers at the top of my fence, so that if he ever climbed his way to the top, he was just going to spin in the rollers, and that was it. So I'm like, all right, I've got it all lined up. I know exactly what to buy and how quickly I know exactly how to do it. I'm going to get this dog and watch him very closely. And he just never was you could put a baby gate down to keep him in the kitchen. And he probably could just like
barrel
through it, but he never ever did.
I was because I remember when you got him, you were talking about the rollers for the fence, and you were like, "Yeah, I think I'm looking to getting those."
Yeah,
and you never did.
Never did.
So like I said, I think
I would rather not have had to get it, but I was prepared. So
how did he end up getting out?
Just people forgetting to close the gate.
Okay.
The last time he got out was probably a couple of months ago. He literally just pulled out of his collar. And it was a surprise. We were all on a walk around the neighborhood. I was like, holy shit. And he was also like, holy shit.
I got out.
I'm out. What do I do?
Maybe I'll start trotting slowly down the. And he's a big boy.
That's what I said. He's not a jumper. That's for sure.
He's not fighting trim, I think, like Greg's husky is. So I was able to catch him. But I also it had been a while since I'd ran like top speed anywhere. So I did fucking chase him down probably
for both
6 or 7 houses.
I would say you guys are both winded.
Yeah. But I caught him. He did not get away from me. That's the important point. That's the takeaway from this story.
Well, the drag from that belly on the ground. I mean, that's
yeah.
Someone's looking out their front window. Why is there a guy and his dog laying on my front lawn panting?
Yours here?
Like with Aries,
you moved him.
With Aries, all you have to do is open a car door.
That's why.
I don't think he's going for a ride. Yeah. So if he does, whenever he did get out, I would just open up my car. I'd hurry up, open up my car door, be like, let's go, and he'd jump into the car.
It's Remy and Rue. We've forgotten to close the gate at times, or like I'll be doing something in the backyard. I had the gate open.
It's someone else coming to your house that doesn't normally come there a lot. That's usually when
I had a lawn people.
Comes in.
They did it the second time. The first time I said, hey, can you guys make sure you guys close the gate? I don't know when you guys leave. I usually let the dogs out right after you guys leave.
Right.
And I just happened to be, I saw the gate was open. You guys make sure it's closed. Yeah, no problem. They did it the next time they were there. And I was like, all right, don't come back. You're done. I'm like, I'm just
no longer welcome to my house.
Yeah.
I mean, they could argue like it's your fucking house. Before you let your dogs out, you should make sure the gate's shut. But then you'd be like, well, it's also my call as to whether I'm going to employ you for your services, and we're all done here.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't blame you.
Remy and Rue, so we've left her. Like I've had the gate open, and Danielle's gotten home. And didn't know I had the gate open, and let the dogs out. And I come in the house, and I'm like, oh, where are the dogs? She's like, oh, I let them out. I'm like, whoa, shit.
Right.
But I've gone back and watched the cameras. They literally they'll go out in the front yard, they'll sniff around the front yard for a little bit, and like take a little walk down the block, and then they come right back. It's literally even if I wanted to get rid of them, and I was like, you guys are free, go.
Yeah.
They're like, well, no, you feed us, so I think we're gonna stay close to here.
Yeah.
Like they could have all those times they could have easily just bolted, and we probably wouldn't have found him. Right. But they unfortunately come right back. So.
All right, we got another shot sitting here. So if out there in the audience, if you've got something to pour for yourself, please join us.
Out in TV land.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Greg's going right for the bottle. Greg doesn't fuck around.
Well played, sir. Well played. So, real quick before we move on to I had 2 more. So Greg just sent me a picture of Aries.
Do you have 2 more dog stories?
This was the last time Aries dug. And that's what he looked
I
like.
am very fortunate. I've never had to deal with this shit.
This is the first time he did what?
He was digging. I caught him digging in the backyard.
Yeah, he got
Straight to the bathtub.
He dug a hole like that was very deep.
Yeah, we had to go get dirt to fill it back in.
Yeah, he's pretty
right by the fence.
Pretty fucking dirty. He does not look ashamed though that he did that.
No, not at all. He's like,
I'm sure he's not happy to be in the tub.
Yeah,
he's a guy had a great time.
Yeah,
that was definitely worth it. Definitely worth it.
Wouldn't you like squirt him down with the hose outside?
No, it was raining outside, and I was like, I picked him up, put him right in the bath.
Now, does your dog dig to eat the bugs and worms and shit that are down there? Because that's what my dog does.
No,
my dog's like, holy shit, it's dinner time.
On worms?
Anything doesn't matter. Grubs, what like
loves eating them.
Loves it.
All right.
Gross.
Okay.
So, and the second story too, as far as dogs getting out, I was laying on the couch one night, and our Ring camera kept on going off on the porch. I mean, that's weird. Usually, like, there's a cat that'll come by, but it went off once, went off again, and then the driveway went off. I'm like, okay, this is not just a cat walking around out there. So I pulled it up, and there was a little dog. So I'm like, oh shit! I'm like, I can't just leave a dog roaming around outside. So I went out the front door, and sure enough, there she was sitting on the front lawn. So I was like, hey, come here. And she came right up the porch, started licking my hand. And so I had to wake up Danielle by pounding on the window because our dogs are now going nuts inside the house. Like, holy fuck, there's another dog here. So I'm looking, she's got a collar on. So I'm trying to look at it, and I had a flashlight. Well, the collar was a little too dirty for me to read the phone number on it outside with a flashlight. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, hey, babe, grab a leash. I'm going to take her in the backyard, and I'm going to get the tag off. So I didn't take the entire collar off. I just took the tag off the little ring. So she's in the backyard. I came inside the house, got it cleaned up, looked at the number, called the guy. And he's like, oh, shit. I'm like, you have a dog named Kaju? He's like, yeah, she got out. I'm like, yeah.
Kaju?
Yeah.
Like the Kaju Cafe?
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm like, and there was an address on there.
French.
But yeah. Damn frogs. So I looked, and the address, Danielle was trying to look up the address. She's like, I don't recognize that from around here. So I'm waiting on this guy to come, and I found like I'm inside the house. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, let me go check on the dog. I went outside. The fucking gate was open.
What?
Oh boy.
I'm
He
like,
was gone?
I'm like, God damn it.
Luckily, Cory still had the tag.
Yeah, I did have your dog.
And that's
I don't have your dog anymore.
That's the first. I'm like, now this dog's out on the
think
street
you went
again
that way.
without a tag on it. I'm like, oh my God. So
you're the worst, the worst dog owner slash.
Dude, I can't. It opened the gate on its own.
Ever.
Both of our dogs we've had for years, and they've never been able to open the gate. Somehow this dog was able to open the gate.
I'm sure that would have been good consolation.
So I'm holding this tag. I'm like, oh shit. So I start walking up and down the block. It's 1:00 in the morning. So I'm trying to be quiet so I'm not waking the neighbors. And I don't want to put the flashlight like up someone's driveway or on their house, and people are like, oh great, someone's breaking into my house. So I'm literally walking up and down the street. I'm like, catch you. Hey, catch you.
Okay. People are like, Gesundheit, go to bed.
So I'm like, oh my God, I got to call this guy back. Like, first of all, I don't know why they must live pretty far away because he's not here yet. I'm like, I got to call him back and let him know. So I call him, and he's like, oh, these guys just about to call you. He's like, she came home. I'm like,
what?
Oh, I'm like, perfect. And I'm like, do I say anything about the tag?
Nope.
Nope.
Click.
I couldn't do it. I said, listen, I had to take the tag off of her because I couldn't read it. It was a little dirty. I had to clean it off. So
and then I was walking down the street, and I happened to trip right in front of a storm grate, and it fell down the grate, so I don't have it anymore.
And
glad you got the dog back. Click.
I told him, I'm like, she got out of the backyard. He's like, yeah, she's quite the escape artist. I'm like, well, at least you know that, so I don't feel as bad anymore. But I'm like, since you have my address now, like I'll put the tag in the mailbox, and you can pick it up. He's like, all right, that sounds good. So go back inside. and I'm trying to grab a piece of tape so I could tape it to the lid of our mailbox.
And the mailbox ran away.
And yeah. And all of a sudden there's a knock at the door. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's 1:30 in the morning. So I look out the door and there's a guy standing there with Kaju. And I'm like, oh, hey, man. Like,
Did you give him your address?
Yeah, when I originally called him.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm like, that's really weird. Like, you got here that quick. And there was a girl standing down on the sidewalk. So I come out and he's like, hey, dude, thank you so much. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, here's the tag. Like, sorry
As a
about
token
that.
of my appreciation, please take my wife.
Well, so I'm looking, I'm like, and she's all of a sudden here.
Get up there, Joelle.
I hear, hi, Cory. I'm like,
what?
Chelsea? It was our neighbor from 2 doors down. Her boyfriend was over and had his dogs over. Kaju's his dog.
Oh.
And he's like, dude, we've tried everything. Like, he's like, I bungee cord the shit out of the gate when we leave. He's like, come to find out, he's like, where Chelsea's air conditioner is at, right next to the fence, she can get up on the air conditioner and then hop over the fence.
Yeah.
I'm like,
sense.
oh, that sucks because, yeah, there's really not too much you can do about that.
Right.
So 2 days later, I was coming home from work, pulled up in the driveway. Guess who was sitting waiting for me in the driveway? Kaju. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, come here, guys. So I got him treats. I walked him back to Chelsea's house. And he's like, dude, I am so sorry. I'm like, it's fun. I'm like, if she comes here, I'd rather her do that than be walking the entire neighborhood. And at least I know where to bring her now. It's not like I have to call you and I can put her in the backyard. She'll be fine until she gets out again.
Third time we're keeping her.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Then she's ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Already got the new collar.
Yeah. So Kaju's been quite the neighbor to have.
If you got your own crazy dog escape story to share, call and share it with us at 618-SHOCKER. We'll play it on the air.
Yeah, we didn't go through our normal beginning routines.
Oh, we got
drink
sidetracked with drinking and shots and whatnot.
Let's do the intro.
All right. Well, hey, if you're new to the podcast, thanks for listening in. And if you want to go back and listen to previous episodes, you can follow us out on YouTube, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, Stitcher, anywhere else you can get a podcast. You can also follow us on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Schnozzcast. You can email us at schnozzcast@gmail.com, or you can call or text us anytime, day or night, at 618-SHOCKER. And with that, Nick's Existential Question of the Week.
Well done, sir. Well done.
As quick as I could.
All right. So for this installment of Nick's Existential Question, you only have 5 minutes and 45 seconds to all answer your questions because of all the crazy dog stories. So this week's installment, let's see. If you could have a secret hideaway escape with a lover at a certain location, what would that location be? If you could have a secret hideaway to escape with a lover at whatever location you can think of, where would that location be?
Like a street address?
Not a street address. Like a place.
576 Fulton Avenue.
A specific place where you're like, oh my God, this would be perfect to take a girl.
Okay.
I feel like I shouldn't answer this one.
Well, no, you don't want. This is a lover.
Question.
You don't want your wife to know where you're taking your lover.
Oh, even better. Thank you for clarifying that, Nick.
Yeah, this seems like a great go. Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty
not
sure
like they're upstairs or anything.
I'm pretty
Cory
sure
and Greg and I are going to let you answer this one, Nick, and then we're going to move on to the next question.
I'm pretty sure all your friends and us included. I think you guys are the only ones that thought of lover as a mistress, because I would assume you're talking about Lori. I would assume you're talking about Danielle, and you're talking about Barbara. Katie, whatever her name is.
That was rude.
For a slight second, Greg was like, does he not know Katie's name?
No, from now on, for me at least, her name is Barbara.
He looked
100%.
Greg
I will
looked into
never refer to her as Katie
Greg looked
again.
into my soul.
My cousin's husband was so sure when they first met Katie.
Yeah.
It was the second time he met her.
You mean Barbara?
Yeah. So he, without even skipping a beat, we were like, "Oh, what's her name?" And he goes, "Beth." So ever since then, he's just called her Beth. He's like, "Screw it, you're Beth from now on."
She could be a Beth. Yeah, she could be a Beth.
So listen, when we get done with the episode and we go upstairs, we only refer to as Barbara.
100%.
All right.
Guess you should have been listening to the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's her own fault. She would be in the know if she was listening.
So I'll go first. I'll just say tropical desert island.
That's very vague.
I mean, I don't know.
Also, not easy to access from Dearborn Heights, I'm going to say.
Yeah, but I don't know names of tropical deserted desert islands. I don't know, like this is like Paloma. You know, I don't fucking know what the name is. It's just random tropical desert island. I think that would be a good escape.
Okay.
And how do you get there?
Bob apparently is there. This is not give us directions to the place that you're going to take a lover.
Well,
this is a place where like a hideaway escape place that you'd go with a lover. This isn't like a hotel room in Dearborn Heights.
Can you restate the question?
The more you keep on saying with a lover, the more and more I do not want to answer this question.
No, Cory,
none of us
this
are
can be
question.
a lover can be someone you are making love with, which I'm hoping is
also,
which I'm hoping is your wife.
But then we don't
Why
need a
is
secret.
your mind
We don't need a secret getaway then.
Maybe we're just give them the benefit of the doubt. Can you please restate the question?
Yeah. Okay. If you could have a secret hideaway to escape to with a lover, where would it be?
Okay, now I get it. Okay, so by your estimation, lover.
Yeah,
could
you're
be Lori
away
me,
from your
Danielle
kid.
for-
You're away
got it,
from your
gotcha.
kids. You're away from the family. Like,
All right, that makes more sense when you put it
secret
that
hideaway.
Put it that way. It's only written one way.
I'm following the sword. I heard a different question.
You guys heard a place to sneak away with a mistress, basically.
I put secret and lover. I put them together, and that was my mistake.
So did you just hear that song? Secret Lover.
No, you're thinking part-time lover?
No, there's a song called Secret Lover.
There is?
Yes.
Who sings it?
I don't know, but
God
it was.
damn it!
I'll show you upstairs. Remind me. Yeah.
Okay. So now that it's a different question, I would say
the same, but
I would say
For the record, it's a different question.
in my head.
Yeah, now it's different.
It's for the audience probably the exact same
Thank
question.
God you didn't go with the original question.
So it would have to be a particular hotel that had a lot of character, something that nobody else knew about. We never went in a city that we probably didn't go to very often. Something that had meaning for us, and a hotel that had a lot of character and not like, oh, it's the fucking Howard Johnson's off of Route 95 on the way to Cleveland. Like it would be the Chelsea Hotel or something that had that was within let's say 4 hours distance, but something that had that sort of certain special something where you wanted to go back there.
Certain kind of panaz.
Yeah.
The heart-shaped couple's hot tub?
It had what some people are calling a cross between pizzazz and panache, and it had that panaz that makes you go like, oh, this is absolutely where we need to stay, and this is where we should come back to every time that we want to have a secret lover tryst.
Like a really well-known place that you guys haven't been, like a bucket list hotel.
Yeah. But also something that is
something like name brand commercial.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Are we talking about like something that's affordable, like you can go to, or just like
the Paris Four
Well, it depends
Seasons,
on
like the
the
Paris Four
frequency,
Seasons or
right.
something like that?
I mean,
the frequency that you're getting together.
Bob, like the Paris Four Seasons or something. Or some old.
So every
Like
time we want
Motel
to get
6?
together, we have to go to Paris. And
I'm
get on
going to a
plane?
deserted island, so you can go wherever you want. If you want to go 40 minutes away, or if you want to stay in the Heights fucking Hojo, that's fine.
I'm gonna say, yeah, we have not been out of the country together yet, and you also haven't been to a tropical island. So I mean, how many times are you gonna do this? Is this a one?
I've been to
thing?
tropical islands.
Name one. Don't say Paloma.
Grand Cayman.
Don't say Paloma. It's funny that the first one you named was Paloma when you've actually been to the Grand Caymans.
I've been to I'm saying I want a deserted island, and I don't know that they necessarily have names that I can think of off the top of my head.
I also don't feel like there's too many hotels on deserted islands, but
No.
I'm gonna go off the wall and go with the. So it's a place. It's actually in New York. The Massaro House. It's a Franklin Lloyd Wright house.
Oh, a Frank Lloyd Wright house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Frank and Lloyd.
Who's Frank and Lloyd?
I'm trying to read all this stuff, and it's all just kind of rolling together here.
I thought you were talking about those.
I'm using that special web browser that misspells
Yes.
all the words.
I thought you were talking
It's
about
really
those,
difficult.
Far
those
away, I
wooden
can't read
houses
it.
that you put together.
Frankenloids.
It's the
Franklin Lloyd houses?
Massaro House. on
that's
Petra
Lincoln
Island in New York.
Logs.
That's actually a good answer. I will have to look that up when I figure out how you
private
spell
island
Massaro.
Massaro.
Next weekend when Bob can't do the podcast because him and Lori in New
that's
York.
what it is. You can buy it right now. It comes with 2 houses, little island all on its own. Is $11 million. In case you were wondering.
Oh,
Greg will be
That's
at
it.
right in my price range.
Greg will be at the Frankenlloyds. That is the second death look I've gotten from Greg on this show tonight.
He's like, let me just start slugging this.
Number 1 was Barbara. Number 2 was Frankenlloyd.
Yeah. Oh, 100% Barbara. Once we
Welcome to Frankenlloyd.
Has everybody answered the question?
I just did.
Cory didn't.
No, I think
He's still thinking, whoa.
I think I was somewhere in Key West.
God, okay. All right. Don't even answer.
But that's not so secret. We all know that's
You're
where
so
you would go.
predictable. Yeah, don't.
Like if you
may
said
as well
New
said
York.
if you
Taos.
said New Jersey, I'd be like, "Ooh, that is." I would never expect that.
New Jersey's a shithole place. Why would
sure
I go
there's
to
a couple of
unless we can go to the Super 8 up on fucking Telegraph and 6 Mile.
Cory
It's
is
the same thing as New Jersey.
Cory is so familiar with all his
Based on the
answers.
question as he restated it, that would qualify.
Yeah, once it was
Yes, it
completely restated.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Key West?
There's
What's wrong
nothing
with the Super 8?
wrong with Key West, but I'm saying like
You've already
this
been
is,
there.
This is your opportunity to like step out of your comfort zone and go to like
An impressor.
not
We've never been to Key West.
We can go to Taos. We can go to the Keys. Dearborn or Taos or Keys.
We've never been to Key West.
well, that's your own
All
fault.
right.
I mean, I've been there, but she hasn't.
That's because every time you get to that one
that's
key you
not
guys like
special.
to go to, you take a nap.
I feel like the ladies don't like you to take them to somewhere that you've already been.
I was fucking 13 when I went. It's not like I just went there 2 years ago.
All right, so you're probably gonna pass.
I went with a buddy in high school. His dad had a condo down there.
Oh, see, that's memories that she doesn't want to share with you and your buddy when you were 13.
He's dead now, so that's fine.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, sorry. Did that bring the room down?
No, I'm sure it was great.
So okay, so you want to so you as an adult have never been to Key West
No.
and you would like to show Danielle Key West.
Yeah.
And it is somewhat remote and tropical, so yeah, okay. I can get on board with that.
Oh, thank you. Now,
Well, I mean, just saying
Somewhere in the Keys.
like no, it'd be like no, somewhere in Upper Michigan. Like no, that doesn't count.
that's why I said Key West.
Okay, all right. This is supposed to be a fun thing. This is not supposed to be we're getting.
You guys turned it into a non-fun thing.
Once we learned the ground rules, that's all we needed to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, after you two were in your own minds off having fucking torrid affairs with lovers.
Somehow that's what we
The-
both heard
when-
off the initial question.
When the question was originally posed, that's what I heard of myself. So
Well, I think both of your
I'm right
lovely
there.
ladies should be questioning everything now.
Well, maybe they will be. and on that note,
Too late.
that's the podcast for the week. Thanks to Greg Gumtow for gracing us with his presence. Glad to have you back.
Yeah.
On behalf of Cory and Nick and Bob and Todd, see you next week.